Hi, everybody. This is his second live on Thursday, 7th of August, 2025. Um, we have got some news. Today we booked another cruise for the 21st of June next year on Arvia. Yet again, that's my niece this time, now texting me. Let's just see what she's got to say. Just wants to know if I've gone live. Yes, I've gone live. I've gone live from today, from now. So yes, so we booked another cruise. I've been at work this morning, as you all know, work for the NHS. So it's been a challenging week this week. New systems in everything. So so we decided to book a cruise on Arvia again. I didn't realise it was on Arvia actually until I booked it. But Arvia is such a magnificent ship. It's just unbelievable. What we're going to do is we're going to have a cruise in December, a 5-day one, what we picked up with Arvia on Aurora. And then we've gone from Aurora to June. We're going on Arvia again. So it's all the better, and that's my niece again, as usual. So she's asking me if we're live. We are live. Yeah. Just go to the live section, everybody. I'll just tell her, but we've got to go to the live section. Put live button. That's it. Press the live button. You'll be able to watch us live. Only water tonight. That's all we've got. A bit of liming and a bit of tonic water, and just that's all it is. Look, it's just water. It's just tonic water with some lime and some icing. Because as you can see, all that up there still there from last week. We've not drunk anything at all. So I told you we wasn't alcoholics last week. So and then we'll. So Arvia, we booked it from next year. They offered us quite a good deal on it, so that's why we booked it actually. Because we're now part of the Peninsula Club with P&O. No idea what it means. Got a clue. So all being well, we'll be on Arvia on 21st of June. So let's have a chitter chatter about what we've been up to this week then. Apart from working and everything else, we haven't really done a lot, to be honest. Allotment's fine. This year we've managed to get some big massive grapes on the grapevine this year, what we've never had before on the grapevine. We've got I think it's on 15th of December we're going on Aurora. On the 15th of December we're going on, and Aurora is an adults only ship, and it's docking at Zeebrugge, and it's docking at and that's my niece again texting me again now, saying she can't find the live button probably. Oh, she's got it now. That's my sister. One of my sisters watching it. So see if she starts laughing off a chair again like she did last week. Excuse me a minute. I'll just have to have a drink of my water. Thank you. And then, so Aurora, we understand Aurora's got a pool on board. I've known somebody who's just come off it, and they said it was a covered-in pool, and it was a heated pool. So I will be taking my trunks on board. I know it'll be middle of winter in December. Probably be a rough seas crossing over the channel, but not bothered. Excuse me. So we actually do sometimes go up to Aggerston Castle in September, October in Northumberland, but this year the prices were so expensive. it's just astronomical. The Haven Holidays one is just terrible. And I said we weren't willing to pay what they were offering. And then we saw this mini cruise where we could all go on it. So there'll be me, Wendy, and Alan going on it, and we've managed to pick that one up for just over £300 each. And we thought that was an amazing value, because you can do the value of them is just unbelievable. And I was talking to somebody I will work with today, and he wants to do one, but his wife doesn't, because she says it'll be too busy, and I'll be seasick all the time with 6,000 passengers on board. But you don't get all 6,000 passengers on board all the time. I've just wrote down a few things. On Avia, there's normally 5,200 passengers, but it can hold up to 6,685 passengers. It has 16 passenger decks, and it has nearly 2,000 crew. But it never feels like you've got that many people on board. Excuse me a minute. Just the water again. Thank you. Yeah, when we were on it a few weeks ago, you never saw the same person twice, and there's that much to do on the ship. And I was trying to explain to her, but it's just a floating hotel. It's a 5-star floating hotel. It's not as busy as what people think. It's busy around Brodie's Bar, because Brodie's Bar actually is probably like a Wetherspoons, but a lot better than a Wetherspoons. Actually, a lot better than a Wetherspoons. And then, and it's just like I was saying to her, it's just like drinking. If you want to drink, it's just like drinking in your pub, in your village you live, or wherever you live. It's just like drinking across the road. And that's my sister laughing her head off again, as usual, saying, "What are you doing?" She's on about a photo. That photo above us, just that side, just there. where we're all together on that one. She thinks it was taken in Ingermills, but in Skegness, but I don't know. Long time ago, I can't even remember it happening. And I was saying to her, he wants to go, and she's woman and ironing to go, saying you'll be terrible, it'll be terrible, it'll be busy, it'll be packed. It is busy, and there is lines when you're waiting for stuff. But what we did, we got friendly with one of the bartenders, and he said every time we went and we sat down in the bar, he always come to us. I know, I'm not bragging about it, but he always come to us before he went to anybody else. And then when we were getting off in Southampton, he was getting off with us. As I said last week, he was getting off with us because he'd just done his 10-month contract, and he was going home for 4 months. And then he was picking the boat back up in Barbados. So we were flying from India to Barbados. And then he was going back on for another 10 months. And he says, "If you're coming back, I'll see you again." And so we might see him again. We don't know. We did see one of them last time we went, and he still remembered us. He remembered his names 12 months later. So you never know. We might see him again. So, and this week they've had a Storm Floris, I think it was, coming through Scotland. And I was reading that Storm Floris had affected quite a few cruise ships on their travels this week. So I thought to myself, what happens to the cruise ships when they are when they're at dock? When they're at sea and it's proper stormy. And apparently, from what I could be reading and finding out, was to try and get as close to land as possible, or even dock somewhere while the storm's blown over. Don't know if it's true. I have no idea. But that's what the reading I was sort of getting today, because I think it's Azura in the P&O fleet is just on a 35 night tour, I think it is, and it's just on its way back. And that got caught in it somewhere in the North Sea area, top of Scotland area, up that way. So I understand, but that's only what I read in papers. You know what papers are like. Talk a load of rubbish sometimes. Most of the time, they talk a load of rubbish. So And then I've got a friend, another friend at work, and him and his wife and his children are booked on Ventura later this year because he's getting married and they're using it as their family holiday as well. And they call him Ash, and he always said that they've travelled with P&O for years. They've had some problems. You have problems with everything, don't you? What goes off all the time. All up to now, we've got 2 viewers. I'd just like to point out, I don't know who you two are. I dare click on the icon to find out who you two are. So, but come on, click on that thumbs up so people know that you're giving a thumbs up. So if you're going to click on the thumbs up, you can also send me a message on here instead of sending it on my phone, sister, so I can read it on there instead of trying to read it on my phone every 2 minutes. So, but if she's like me, not computers have it at all. But we'll get used to it over the next few months. We'll try and do one of these a week, I think, a bit later in the day like we have done now, because it's like 25 to 9 at night. I should be in bed doing my knitting now at 25 to 9, I'll have you know. I should. So Wendy's at work this week, so she hasn't burnt the tea like she burnt last week because she got stuck her nose in, like she normally does when she comes in. Just Alan, just sat here, just rolling his cigarettes, I'd like to point out. Excuse me, water. It's gone on my shirt. Aren't we all right? When holiday-wise, I think now we've got to just, as the prices are now, especially with P&O, if you can, you need to try and do one, especially the people that's never been, just try and just do one if you can. Solo travelers, yeah, it's a nightmare for solo travelers. It's a nightmare wherever you go for solo travelers. We once went, I think it was London, and me and Wendy went, Alan went, charged him a fortune because he was a solo traveller. But it was, I think that was with National Holidays. It was just a coach tour we went on. It was, I think we paid something like, and that's my sister saying hi to me on the icon outside. So we'll try and type something in while I'm chitter chattering. I'm not sure how this will work. I can't believe what she's asking me. Are tomatoes ready? No, they're not. No. Do you know why they're not? Because the sun's burnt them while we've been away. Apparently we had a heat wave while we were in Barcelona baking. The tomatoes have baked. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's going to be any tomatoes this year. I'm sorry, but it just isn't going to be any.
I'll get that Tesco.
Yeah, I'm sorry. And my cucumbers, they've all burnt as well, my cucumbers. The only thing that's really done well this year is sweet corn, the grapevine. That's done really well. Onions have done pretty decent. And a bit of rhubarb earlier in the season, but it's been terrible. It's just the weather. We haven't had no. I'm actually saying that we had quite a bit of rain this afternoon. So and we're driving home from work this afternoon. It absolutely hammered down driving home from work. So now she says, so I haven't got none. I will have to have some potatoes. I don't know where you're getting potatoes from, but I haven't got them either because I don't grow them. So, sorry, but you're not having them either. You can have some onions, but not potatoes. Sorry. So yeah. So anyway, let's get back to holiday situation. Yeah. Oh yeah, and that friend, in my work with Matty's wife, we're on about how badly she'd be with seasickness. We found that going September, October last year when we went. She says she doesn't believe what I'm discussing. Sorry, but you're gonna have to because I ain't got them. Whether you like it or not, man, I ain't got them. I've got you a mixing bowl though. I'll just point that one out. So anyway, so Yeah, and then we found in late September, October last year, the Bay Biscay was absolutely terrible. And then I said to him, I said to Wendy, I wish to try a bit earlier. So we tried a bit early in July. Bay Biscay were all right. It wasn't nothing like as rough, but it's unpredictable the way it sees, whether it's rough or not. And that's my sister just saying, oh, Brill. Oh, that's what pot dish, but so I'll send you some bread flour over and I can bake bread. So, and so yeah, and then it was so busy. Like I said last week, we're not bothered about kids. Wendy's got kids, and but it was so busy. But it was the Scottish school holidays, and we did actually meet a couple from Liverpool. I think I can't remember their names now because memory problems. I told you last week, the old mind's going. And then, and they were saying that how bad she'd been with the seasickness, and I think, and Wendy's saying, well, I suffer seasickness, but I haven't done this time. And she said, not if it's the seasickness or the motion sickness. So, but she'd taken some, whatever it was, sturgeon tablets, I think it was. And a lot of people are fine with them, but some people just not strong enough. So, but Wendy had got some stronger ones than the sturgeon. Excuse me. Water. It's got a funny taste to it, but it's still water. And then, because we met them just a couple of times. They were from Liverpool. And she sort of stopped in a cabin most of the time. And I'm like, well, really, don't be stopping in your cabin. You've got a magnificent ship, an absolutely magnificent ship. Get out there and get it explored. Go and have a wander and see the ship. Because it's the newest ship they've got in the fleet. I think they were 2022 it was built. And because I said, just go and have a wander around this ship, find places like I did. And I just went everywhere. I just walked around all the ship, whether it took me all day or not bothered. But, and that's what we told them to do. Whether I don't know if they did or not, I wouldn't actually know. So I think we've got a clip in the That's my sister. That's my sister telling me I'm a liar because I don't drink water. It's water, and with a bit of lemon in. Look, it might be fizzy in bottom, but it has got a funny taste to it. I'll have it.
Lemon tea.
As Alan just pointed out, it's lemon tea. But as everybody knows, if everybody knows me, I don't drink tea. I can assure you. So I don't like the taste. So that's Alan just going out for a cigarette. And that's my sister again saying, I've got gin in it. Never let me put me on that side so you can't see a bottle of gin. And then, well, there's another bottle there, but there you go. So, yeah. So, come and ask a question if you want, and then we'll see what we can talk about, because we're going to have to talk about the garden this week, I think, because the garden is absolutely bone dry. We have had a bit of rain this afternoon, like I said, and I mean a bit of rain, but it's just not doing enough. And it's like I've just been discussing with my next door neighbour about the hosepipe ban, and the Yorkshire Water said, I don't know, yesterday, the day before, they said that they'd saved 70 million litres. I don't think you've saved 70 million litres having a hosepipe ban. You're still telling people to wash the cars with a bucket of water. Well, to wash a car, an average car will take you 4 or 5 buckets. I'm sure it's not going to take you 4 or 5 buckets with an hosepipe when you're just rinsing it off. But, I'm not a scientist. So yeah, we're definitely going to do a live program on the day before Remembrance Day at night time. I found my Grandad Auctions Prisoner War Diary out now, and that's there. It's ready to be read out. So I was reading through it yesterday. So we will say, and we will read all that out. It will take a while, that, because there's quite a few pages to it. So all being well, we'll have quite a few more viewers to that. That is proper interesting stuff. Anybody who likes history and what really happened in some of these prisoner of war camps, then you really need to listen to what I'll be saying on that particular day. So yeah, definitely. I've mentioned Wendy at work, and yeah, she's at work earning some money. I'm at home. I've been this morning, 4:30. So we'll see what happens. So, oh yeah, and then when we go on, I've just been reading something. When we go on the trip in December, I've just been reading on a Facebook page that I've joined over there on Facebook, and somebody was asking, is there a shuttle bus from Zeebrugge up to Bruges? Well, apparently there isn't. P&O have bought so many tickets. I can't remember how many tickets that it said, and they're selling them on their website at something like £49 or something. I haven't seen it myself. I'm only saying what we're over on Facebook, because you know what it's like on Facebook. Rumours are wild on there, whatever. So yeah, and anybody who knows me, that I won't be paying £49 for a ticket to go to Bruges. So I've done my own inquiring, and from what I can gather, there's some kind of bus or a coach from Zeebrugge up to the metro, and I think it's about €5 on the metro up into Bruges, up into the Christmas market. And that's another thing, you see, I didn't think we were having a black tie night on that Aurora, but we are. I've just been reading it today, yeah. So we're sailing on the Monday. On the Tuesday, we've got Zeebrugge and Bruges. Wednesday, we've got a day at sea, and it says black tie night. I didn't think there was having a black tie night, so I will have to make an effort on that one. I'm afraid I won't. Well, I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I will make an effort. I promise. I'll put some pictures on later. So, and then we're going down to Cherbourg in France. Not done a lot of research on Cherbourg in France, and I thought to myself, I have been to France once before. I went to Paris, I think it was, but it's a long time ago. And I wasn't overly keen of it, I'll be honest, but I might like it this time. You never know. So, but I've been looking at, so we can take Alan as well in October next year. I've seen a small one what goes to, it goes down through Bay Biscay, and it calls off in La Coruña, Gijón, Santander in Spain, La Rochelle in France, and there was another one as well. Now that wasn't bad priced either, because apparently I don't know where all these things come from, because it's way over my head, just way over it, and it's called the Pacific Tier. They put it within now, and that, whatever the Pacific Tier is, I don't know. I know it's the sea before you all start gambling on the outside, but it's the sea. I know it's the sea, but I don't know. So excuse me, I'm getting a bit dry. Just like to point, just water. Thank you. So yeah. So what we'll do, I'm going to try and do a blog on Aurora, I think, and have a wander around with my phone and see what I can pick up. You know, show people the cabins. If you have, I'd just like to say a big thank you to the 42,600 people, excuse me, who's looked at us, what they call shorts on YouTube, what we've been putting on, different snippets of different things we've been doing, cruising, gardening, all sorts of different stuff. I even put my Christmas tree on from last year, and it went wild, and somebody told me to get a life. Well, I got a life, but So, but that's my sister saying, I can see a bottle of gin outside here. It's only water in it, and there's nothing else in it, just water. Keep telling you. And then, yeah. So, and I put the Christmas tree on the shorts, and it just went wild. I think there was something like 2,000 people looked at this Christmas tree, but thanks very much for the 2,000 people that looked at the Christmas tree. It's appreciated. But I put one on these shorts where it had got, just excuse me a minute. Thank you. Where we got pictures of the warships, what we'd seen in Italy and France when we went to Italy and France. Now that went absolutely mad. 3,000-4,000 people had viewed it. So I don't know if they're trying to tell us something. Italy and France, if there were that many warships in, not there were destroyers, there were aircraft carriers. France, I think it was Bastille Day in France, so I think that's what that will be for Bastille Day. Yeah, it must have been for Bastille Day. Oh, excuse me. It's terrible this tonight, honestly. It shouldn't be gassy, but anyway, so if you are watching, apparently there's a few of you watching at the minute, give a thumbs up like, just there, the thumbs up just there at the top of your screen. Just press that. And you might not laugh off your chairs when we get chitter-chattering properly because we just jabber on. This is what it's all about. Come on, jabber on about nothing. Nothing and everything. Just keep jabbering away. And then, so what we're going to do is, we've decided as well, is I've got to get my Christmas tree up before we go away in December. That's got to be up. So that it'll have to go up in the weekend off, I'm afraid. And all those people who's going to hate me will have to go up in the last weekend in November. So that's only the weekend I've got off. And then she said there's and then all the house will be ready then for Christmas for when we come. But I've also got to get all my Christmas presents sorted because I won't have time when I come back. I just know more. So, it's just such a rush. It's just unbelievable. The rushing is crazy, the rushing. And I just can't do with the rushing. It's just unbelievable. Rushing about everywhere all the time. And so I've already started getting my Christmas presents. I know one of my other sisters, she started a while ago. So I saw some the other day and I thought I'll have them while they're on offer. They were on offer in one of the supermarket chains, shall we say. So, and I thought, yeah, we'll get that done straight away. And then, that's the next cruise board there, look. 130 days to the 14th of December, I think it is, or the 15th. So I've booked the hotel. I've actually managed to get quite a good deal on the hotel. I rung the call centre up, and that's my niece. She'll be telling me to shut up, I suppose, but she sent me a photo or something. Let's have a look at the photo. Oh yeah, that's my nephew in his wedding attire in Scotland. She's sending me. He's got his kilt on because he lives in Scotland. Excuse me. So I want everything done and sorted before we go because the other cruise is in 318 days. So that's less than, it's not long at all when you think how quick this year's gone. And sadly, unfortunately, on the 8th tomorrow will be the anniversary of our father's passing. It'll be 14 years tomorrow since he passed away. Time flies, but I don't think you ever get over things. You just learn to live with it. I think that's what you do. You just never get over it. Excuse me, dry throat tonight. I think I've got a bit of a sore throat. I think so. Yeah, so I don't think we'll be bothering with a Wi-Fi package next time because it was all right, but you couldn't do a lot on the Wi-Fi unless you got the top one, and the top one on the Wi-Fi was quite expensive. And I bought the bottom one, and that was too much in my eyes. So yeah, so I don't think we'll be bothering with the Wi-Fi next time. So let's see what we've got coming through. Oh, that's my sister saying I can see a bottle outside here. Yeah. I told you it's just coloured water with sliced lemon in it. So excuse me, I've got a terrible drive through. So I think for tonight, because it is 5 to 9, and we have been on 31 minutes nearly. So we will say bye-bye for now, and we'll try and do it again. Let me think of my shift. It'll be a week on Sunday. We'll do another live a week on Sunday because I'm at work all week next week. It's been a challenging week this week, I tell you, with this computer system. They've put a new system in. So, but who am I? Just one at peasants. They don't listen to me anyway. So which is fine. I'm not bothered all to listen to it. So yeah, so that's what we'll do, I think. In fact, we'll go a bit longer. I think we'll have another 10 minutes, and then we'll call it a night. And then yeah, I think, like I say, we like going to Angaston Castle, but the price of this year was absolutely astronomical. The first time we ever went up years ago, 20 odd years ago, I think we got it at a £9.50 sun holiday, I think it was at the time, or £7.50, whatever it was at the time, I can't remember. And we went up. It was easy enough to get to. You just drive up the A1 and it's there. You don't turn off anywhere. It is a while from where we live. It's about 3.5 hours. And so, oh yeah, that's what we were saying. I forgot. See, memory. No good. Memory. Anyway, so the hotel, the M3 hotel, the Premier Inn, people were asking me, is it good? Yes, it is. It's fantastic now. It's been done out. The bar next door needs a hell of a lot of work, and it needs some staff who's been in touch with, because they were absolutely. There were a couple of them all right, but some of them wouldn't get time of day to. You could tell they just didn't want to be there, but if you didn't want to be there, they were at Alderdark Road. I'm going to look at Alderdark Road. So, and then I thought, well, so. But the hotel were fine. So I run the call centre. That's what I was saying, the call centre for the hotel. And I managed to get 3 rooms. And didn't 3 rooms? We want 3 or 2 or 3. No, it was 2 rooms. And it cost me £46 for the room, including the breakfast. Now, I thought that were a bargain, that when I run the call centre. So I've looked at the one for June next year, when we go in June, and I've looked at the price for June, and it's shot up to £136 a room. And I thought, not sure I'll be paying £136 a room. Very nice hotel, but next door. I need to do something about next door. So this, it weren't the staff weren't arrogant or anything like that. You could just tell they just didn't want to be there. Food were all right. It was just normal food, really, but it was busy. I've got to be honest, and I think it was busy because it was the main stop onto the to get down to the M3 and onto the down into Southampton. That's if you remember to turn off the M3, which I didn't, as usual. I ended up going straight on, and I got off on the bottom road and went into Southampton that way because I forgot to turn off the M3 as usual. And that's my sister saying, sleeping car. Blimey. Well, what about me back? Got a bad back at many people. I have. I've got a bad back at me at the minute. Yeah. Very, very bad back. Excuse me, I'm a bit dry again. Yeah. So, and I thought, £136. I thought, I'll ring call centre and see if there's anything there in call centre. And so I'll ring them in a couple of weeks' time. I've got free car parking. I'm just giggling, but somebody just put something on the side there. I'm just giggling at what they've put. And so, yeah, so I've got car parking again at Southampton next year in with a price. Well, you've paid for it, sort of, more or less, haven't you? But because I booked it on my blue light card, I've got quite a good offer. I've got to be honest, booking it on my blue light card, which I'm quite happy about, else I wouldn't have booked it. And anybody who knows me, money's involved. Yes, that's my sister telling me I'm going grey. Yes, it's ready. It is actually. I'm going to have my haircut actually because it looks like a rug at top of my head at the minute because I keep trying to flatten the bald patch out, but it was bald, not bothered. I'm going grey. You're not kidding. I'm going 8 watts up. We'll blame the sun when we're in Barcelona because it was that all. You couldn't walk about in it. Unless you were Spanish and you were wearing your jeans and your cardies and your jumpers and everything else you were wearing. Couldn't believe what I was seeing at all. So, right, it's 9 o'clock, then it's 1 minute to 9. So, tonight, we will call it a night. I'm hoping to have more information about different things for you and anything. If you want to drop me a line and we'll talk about whatever. So, because that's what it's all about, just having a normal chinwag, being here, having a laugh, getting people involved with different things and everything. Somebody else has just sent me a message on that, and I'm like, we'll have to get a mediator for that. I'm sorry, but and I don't know why. I know what that is. He keeps asking me about all these pineapples on these doors. I did not see any. Oh, I did. I saw one pineapple, and for the people that doesn't know about the pineapples, I didn't know about the pineapples. If you got a pineapple on your door, it means you're swinging. We're not swingers. I can assure you now, we're not at all. And on this pineapple, it said, "Let the fun times begin." Well, after seeing that, I run off that corridor, and I thought, no, run off screaming that corridor. So, but I don't know whose cabinet one anyway. I have no idea. It was somewhere near us, but I forgot now because memory's not good, like I tell you. So, yep. So it's 9 o'clock. We'll see you all a week on Sunday at 8 o'clock again, I think. So we'll see you a week on Sunday. Bye for now, everybody.